Wah. Test. Okay, we're good. Hello, hi, hello. Hey, it's me. Hi, it's me, the mailman. I have no exciting intro. It's just me. It's me as usual, mail. You can spell the rest. You can spell the rest, chat. I don't need to spell it out for you. Anyway, hi. I hope you're all doing well, though. Only, what, 5 months to update today? Okay, cool. That's fine. Ice Stewie's Tweaks got an update. What? What? Change logs. Restore locked door sound. Remove setting for add-on. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go file and download because I don't care. Yes. Okay, cool him. This shouldn't take too long. Sleep, wait, hardcore needs. Change logs. I bet you it's script optimizations. No, it wasn't. General. Added support for dynamic progression and regression rates. Config. Added option to disable death prevention? What does that mean? Oh, so you don't die like max hunger or whatever. Nah, that's cringe. Not that it's ever an issue for me. I never have an issue of hydration and hunger and sleep. I always look after my character in Fallout New Vegas. I always do. Oh god, Nexus, please. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? You okay, buddy? It's not downloading, which worries me. Okay, Nexus being goofy, that's fine. I'm annoyed by that, but nothing else I can do. Yes, I know. Sorry, there's a mod being dumb and won't download, as usual. I'm not surprised. Okay, can I do it now? Yes. Okay. See, now I'm down. Yeah, okay, so it wasn't a connection issue at all. It's just being stupid. What? What the I'm closing the auto organizer. I fucking hate when it does this. It does this really weird glitch. Like mid-download sometimes. I do not get it, man. I do not get it, man. Whatever. That's fine. Now I should have it, god damn it. Thank you. That was not that hard, mod organizer. I don't know why you need to be so silly. Enhanced movement. Change log. Fix. Controller users cannot use B button menu. Okay, wow, that doesn't affect me at all, but we're downloading it anyway. Just so I don't have the needs an update head up thing. Ignore update on the ini. And then that was a weird sound. I think it was just because I clicked. And then Bottle the Water, a mod that I literally don't use. New added B and never pure option to prevent from getting purified water from any source. Cool. Everything good, no ESP updates. No ESP updates. We get to play the game. Yippee! Coolio. Okay, everything looking right. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Down, 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 down. Oh yeah, this is a fucking long start, longer than normal. There we go. Oh my goodness, game, Jesus. What is wrong with you, man? Okay, we're good to go. There's there's a few locations I want to go check out. I also do want to go out to frickin' Nellis, but it's fine. Okay, where were we? We're Karen. Okay, that's right. I think we brought back someone's dead, husband. I remember that. I do indeed remember that. Wee. Okay, what are we gonna do now? Yeah, I know exactly what we're gonna do. There's a few locations I haven't been to around here. Yeah, okay, see, I was like, oh, we're gonna go to Nellis. No, we're not gonna go to Nellis yet. That's a bit, come on now. This is fine. I need... Um... I need something here. Yeah, like this little zone we haven't done yet. Bam. Right there, pretty much. Okay. Cool. Okay. Is the van right here? The van should be right here, unless I moved it somewhere else then. Huh. That I did. Holy fuck, is it so dark. Okay, anyway. Yeah, let's just go here. And we'll go in the bottom left. Also known as southwest. No, up, down, left, right. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You don't need no other directions than that. Okay. Coolio, just head that way. I like how there's a sign for the Silver Rush here. Which is funny considering the caravan right there. So that's a good clean shot of the Lucky 38. Nice. Where are we going? Yes, reconnection successful. Good job. Proud of you. Proud of you, little boy. Proud of you. Okay. But now we're dropping frames like crazy. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we just good? I fucking hate, man. OBS and the internet has not been, like, on my side. This is really, like, upset stream lately. My guess is that we are fine, question mark. But I just... Watch OBS be silly and stupid. Okay. Whatever. I'm gonna assume that we're fine. Okay, so there's like literally like nothing in here, by the way. There's nothing in this East Pump Station. It's like a nothing location. It really is like nothing. Pump Station Terminal. Some sort of data corruption has made the user interface illegible. The damage isn't even going deeper than 10 since the pump station is still online. Repair. Cool. It's now got connection. Warning. Page detected by the filtration system. No leaks determined in the facility. Please investigate external cases. Okay, cool. Hello, NCR men. Are you in here? There's literally not a single soul in here. Weird. Whatever. Very peculiar. Okay, coolio. And then there should be a location like out this way. And we're gonna have fun with this location because we should get a quest. I say fun. Oh, wait, what's this over here? The East Cistern. Or Cistern, rather. Doesn't this, like, go somewhere? There's a book. I'll take it. That's all that's here, though. Literally check all here. Okay, cool. Fair enough. And this should be it. Annoying that there's a whole fence around it, but that's fine. Yeah, it's literally right there. I see it. Hey, what's here? It's just a random house, isn't it? I know the Vicky and Vance house is over there somewhere. The random one. Orion Morio? This is the guy you get for, Arcade's quest. The Enclave, whatever. It is weird that it's just an unmarked location. Well, no, I guess that makes sense. Why would it be a marked location for some random guy? But then again, why is Cannibal Johnson's cave a marked location? You know what I mean? Hello, you're the guy who loves the Legion, aren't you?
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving.
Okay, that's fine. Do you have something against the NCR?
Like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. I came out here to get away from them. Didn't work out so well. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years.
What do you do around here?
Do? I don't do anything. I'm retired.
So what did you do before you were retired?
I was a soldier. Why do you even care? I came out here to forget about the past, so quit bringing it up.
Okay, goodbye. You've got literally nothing in this house, by the way. Also, very Doc Mitchell setup going. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Orion. What a great guy, the Mr. Orion. Okay, I really need to mess around with this fucking... I don't know if the stream is good or not. I literally can't tell. I can't... Reconnecting, thank you, yeah. You good, buddy? I think it's good. I'm pretty sure it's good. I think we're very good now. Okay, good. This is the good connection as well. It's just weird, because sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. Right now it's good, so I shouldn't complain. Yeah, you know what? Fucking fine. Settings. Output. Stream, I mean. Wait, which one do we click? Here we go. Okay. It just annoys me because, like, this is somewhat stable, but it's, like, constantly losing frames, which is not stable. Okay. Okay, I'm back, Jed. Hello, sorry. I was just crying over how crappy the internet is, but you know what? I've done some meandering. And, I think it's running better, so. Is what it is. Let's fucking play a game, man. Please. Just, I don't need a stable connection. I just need a tolerable connection to get me through a 4 to 6 hour stream, please. Please, man. Okay. Coolio. I think we are fine now. We are. Let's go. Cool. Sharecropper Farms, this way. NCR Sharecropper Farm greenhouse. It's not even illegal to unlock this. Probably because there's a door on the other side, but why do they have one door open and one door locked? That don't make a lick of sense. They don't want people coming in and stealing their maize. That's not very amazing. I amuse myself, chat. I amuse myself with my silly little shenanigans. Got emotes from Ariel now. Nice. Hello, James. Welcome on in. Okay, what else do we got around the Sharecropper Farms? This is a building. And that person just went into the building. The Sharecropper Barracks. The Sharecropper... The Sharecropper Barracks Obamas.
Don't know about you, but this beats herding Brahmin back in California.
Does it really? I have a feeling it shouldn't actually. I feel like this is objectively way worse. There's a Star Bottle Cup around here. There it is. They has Poppy mode. Nice. Also, I have a new redeem, James. You should try it out. You should try out the new redeem, James. You'll see it. Oh, that's where it is. I see. And there's a locked box over here as a first aid. It is a first aid. We'll open it up, but we won't take no nothing. Okay. Who the fuck? Oh, you're sleeping. I thought you were a bed. I thought the bed was a person. I was like, what? Okay. Trent. Hello, Trent Bacon.
Howdy. Something I can help you with?
Why is your name Bacon? I mean, you work these fields?
Sure do. Came from the hub.
The hub,
of the
damn.
Thaler Act. Farming's decent work, but the whole thing's a bum deal.
Why is this work a bum deal?
Bad soil and ration water. It's to be expected around here. But the rationing's off. Worst part is NCR won't admit it. Pretty hard to meet their crop quotas with 20% less water than we're supposed to be getting. Not that OSI cares about any of this.
What are NCR troopers doing here?
They're part of the deal. The Thaler Act.
Thaler.
We work the fields while they protect the crops.
Did it work? It should have. Wait, did my thing break? My thing might have broken. Let me, because of, like... Oh, no, we're delayed again, aren't we? No, we're fine. We only dropped frames for a second. Bam. Oh, it definitely did lose connection or something. Okay, well, I'm killing myself. Bye, chat. Killing myself. Bye-bye. VTuber Plus is really annoying with its connection issues. I don't like it. It really bothers me. Sometimes. Oh, no, the guy keeps talking.
Being in a bad spot. I got a crop quota to meet.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. He was talking and I didn't realize he kept talking. Okay. Anyway, hello James. Are you here? Is the connection okay? I assume everything is good. Throwing an object at me. Bam. I got a sandal thrown at me. Coolio. That's the regular connection. Good job, me. Wonderful. I love having stuff thrown at me. I'm very good at that. Okay. Coolio. Everything is green. Everything is good. No problems. We go over here and then I give you the new one. Which is... this one. There you go. There's the new one. Deal with it. So what the fuck is the Thaler Act?
Something the politicians back in Shady Sands came up with. They pay us to move here and farm the land. They even protect the fields.
Okay. What kind of crops do you grow?
Everything I can. Farmers out here don't have the luxury of being picky. I get by mostly on maize and tobacco.
Tobacco. That's what my son is.
Can do.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Adios. Now, do you get that quest? No, you don't. I have to find the right person to talk to around here. This was the greenhouse, wasn't it? Am I stupid or am I... yeah. Okay, so we're going down this way. Hello, random lady.
Can't grow crops if they don't give us the water.
That is correct. That does make sense. This is another greenhouse. Okay, we just have random greenhouses at this point. What about this house? This too is also a greenhouse. Damn. Huh. I thought Barack Obama lived in the White House. Not the greenhouse. There's so many greenhouses here. I also don't see no frickin' NPCs to talk to.
I'm glad the troopers are smart enough not to trample everything.
Uh-huh. Where the flippin' hell am I going? Surely this is the lucky greenhouse. Trust me, Chad, this is the lucky one. Bet. Nope, nothing here. Okay, well. That's fine. Is what it is. Okay. We're looking for a guy, Chad. We're looking for a man. I think it's Morgan something. But I don't see, it's so hard to find NPCs in big open spaces like this. Like, the fuck? And most players aren't going to be walking all of this just to find a named NPC. So where did you talk to Mr. Bacon? We don't need Mr. Bacon. We need Mr. Blake. You're just a trooper. Okay. You're a cropper. Cool. Huh. Lieutenant Romanowski. Bro, that's the most Russian name I've ever heard.
I'm not a recruitment officer. If you want to join the army, I'm sure someone at McCarran can point you in the right direction.
It's weird that's his convo starter. John Baskin says he's not getting he's full of toiletman of water.
The Office of Science and Industry has carefully calculated the amount of water needed for these crops. The whole thing is handled by computer.
Brother.
Besides, most of these crops look fine to me. If the farmers can't handle the job, they shouldn't have signed up in the first place.
Brother, you're
If
so...
there really is a problem, they can take it up with Lieutenant Boyd at McCarran. Farming isn't my department.
What can you tell me about these fields?
Impressive, aren't they? You don't see anything like this outside of NCR territory, that's for sure. We get the water, clean water, pumped in from Lake Mead. If you follow the big pipes, they'll take you all the way to the lake.
And why are these fields being guarded?
A lot of the crops grown here support the various NCR camps in the region. McCarran, Goff, and Forlorn Hope, to name a few. We can't have wastelanders popping in here for a free meal, so my squad and I are assigned to keep things from going to hell.
Fair enough, goodbye.
Carry on.
Okay. Once again, I'm looking for a Mr. Blake. Balake. Mr.
I'm
Blake.
glad the troopers are
Yeah,
smart
sorry,
enough
you're
not
a
to
lady.
trample
You're the
everything.
lady. Sorry, I thought it was a man. You're the one though.
The maze is doing well in this soil. I'm glad the troopers are smart enough not to trample everything.
Okay, but I didn't get the quest. But I didn't get the quest though. How do I do the quest? What? Huh? Huh? Okay, maybe because I talked to the other person, I can talk to him instead. Hmm. Unless I already did the quest. I did it already. Okay, cool. Hmm. Who do I speak to then? Hmm. 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 So there's just no one else to talk to. Hmm. Okay, well there's a few other people I could find. I need to find any. Um. And then Ortega. Hmm. Okay, well let's look for those people then if they got any dialogue. It's funny that we like there's no dialogue here to be like, hey guys, I literally fixed your order. Okay.
I'm glad the troopers are smart enough
Sharecropper.
not to trample everything.
Thankfully, no one works out like inside, so that's good. It means it's easy enough to track people down. I guess because I already finished the quest, it doesn't matter. This place is serves zero purpose. It should kill itself now. It is a nice little farmstead, though. This is okay. Yeah, this is empty AF. Okay, but there's an officer around here though I can find. So where is the officer? Hmm.
We won't go. What is it?
Goodbye. Hmm. 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 I really wish it was easier to like find the NPCs to talk to. But there's nobody. There's legit nobody around here, unless those are people to talk to. Are you a person?
No monorail
No.
access to the strip? Where am I supposed to take my...
Hmm. Hmm. You guys are nobodies, aren't you? I can't really tell. You're just a...
It's been a long tour.
Are we good with, oh, we need a water. Holy cow, we're zooming. Shweesh. You guys are just troopers?
Well.
Yeah. I'm so annoyed, there's like literally nothing here. Whatever. Whatever. there's no like conclusive bit to like end Hard Light Blues. Like you don't go back and tell them, hey, I finished the thing. You know what I mean? She's supposed to be around this gate though, I think. So maybe let's just go all the way around then. I don't see no gate around here, that's the problem. I don't see a single fucking gate. That's been my issue with this fucking location. Surely we find someone. Surely we can find her. There's gotta be a gate around here. There's gotta be. Oh! I found it, chat. I found it.
Sounds
Yay!
like we're running free now. I'd still rather take my leave at the street. Is there something I can do for you?
Hello, what do you do around here?
I'm a private in the NCR Army, and I've been proudly serving for 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Although, if you were to ask what I'm doing right this instant, I'm patrolling the farms.
Yup.
It's a safe post, but a little boring.
Fair enough.
I do get to take shots at marauding mole rats every once in a while, and that's always fun.
Based. Tell me about a farm.
It's NCR-owned farmland. It produces a lot of the crops that supply McCarran and the dam. The farmers are all civilians, though. They work the farms, and in return, they get a safe place to stay and clean food and water. Some of them aren't all that grateful, though.
Who's ungrateful?
I shouldn't have brought it up. It's not my place to spread gossip.
Anything you tell me stays with me.
All right. Some of the farmers, especially Trent Boscom, claim the NCR isn't giving them the water they need to meet their crop quotas. Personally, I think they're just incompetent and making excuses. The NCR ought to send them all crying back to California.
Are there more dangerous posts?
Oh, you'd better believe it. I feel sorry for the troops who are charged with keeping the Fiends from overrunning everything. The Fiends are scary because they're unpredictable. One day they'll be taking
But
pot shots at
anybody
you
is
and then running off
unpredictable.
before you can shoot back. And the next day, they'll come rushing at you, pumped full of drugs, and not stopping until you or they are dead.
Yeah, that honestly, that is pretty predictable. If you define their two ways of acting in life, that's pretty predictable in my opinion. I think. Hello, Badaz, welcome on here. Also, I should unpin this message. I just realized. No, I hit it. I didn't unpin it. That sounded like a rap. There we go. Unpin now. Oh, much better. Cool. If the Fiend's so dangerous, why hasn't NCR wiped them out?
Current orders are to hold the line and nothing more. That's all we seem to do these days. Hold the line. I guess it's a tricky situation since there's a vault in Fiend territory. If the NCR went after them, they'd just hole up.
True. I could use him to wait. Wait, about the farm. Use him to action. Sorry, I thought there might be more dialogue.
What are you looking for?
I need a doctor.
There's a medic at Camp McCarran, but I've also heard there's a civilian doctor in the northeast part of New Vegas. I don't know for sure.
I'm looking to buy and sell things, Gunrunners.
The Crimson Caravan Company is north of here. They have just about everything you need. But if you're in the market for guns, go see the Gunrunners. They're expensive, but they have stuff no one else carries.
Damn. I'm looking for work.
Well, I know Major Daughtry is offering bounties on some of the Fiends. That's the gang that controls the southeast part of the city. You can find the Major at the camp just outside of the old airport.
Cool, goodbye.
Bye.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, well, I'm glad that we were actually able to find her. Okay. I'm gonna go to... Okay, let me go find Trent again. Trent, and then I'm gonna go to Boulder City. So you don't speak anything.
Something or someone has been chewing.
Where was Mr. Bacon? I'm pretty sure Mr. Bacon is over here. Bacon!
can't grow crops if they
Mr.
don't give us the water.
Bacon. You know Mr. Bacon. I just want to see if Mr. Bacon has any more dialogue now. I don't know. Mr. Bacon? Mr. Bacon!
Howdy. Something else I can...
No, you literally have no other dialogue. Okay, cool. Let me go to the Boulder City. It's just weird, like, you would think coming back after being like, hey, the water is fixed, they would, like, say something, but they don't say nothing. Huh. It's very peculiar, that. Very peculiar indeed. I really wish the loading screen had, like, music. The other ones do, but these ones that fade to black don't. And it's eerie and scary and dark and creepy. Okay, and then I want to go to the Bighorn Saloon. I always forgot that the fast travel is here and not, like, in town. Kind of weird like that. Okay. I don't see nobody here. There's a character I'm looking for around here, though. Anne, or Annie. Oh, it's Anne with double N-E, so I'm assuming that's Anne. Okay, what about in the ruins? Oh, the guy's gone. Yeah, let's go check the ruins. Okay. Surely there's some NPCs around here. I'll look for them in any case. If there's not, then I guess there's not. There's also a lounge location here. I've never been into this location. What the fuck? Weird. Peculiar, even. This must be the characters I'm looking for, though, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, what? How are you guys still here? You guys should be getting the fuck out. What? How are the Great Khans still here? They should have left. That's really weird. Also, there's no stairs here. You can't actually... Unless you can go through here. I can. That guy can't. There's a card here that I can take. Okay. And then another Great Khan. Sick. Okay. Bye, guys. Weird. And there's somebody up there, but I don't... Unless you could jump up here, maybe? No. There's someone up here, but I don't think... Is that a Great Khan? It is. Yeah, okay. I'm looking for a girl named Anne. Or Annie. But there is no Anne or Annie. She don't make a lick of sense. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say she definitely don't exist. Oh, there's some magazines here I never picked up. Oh, there's a locked box here I never picked up as well. Sheesh. Dang. Yoink. And then... Yoink. Nice. A true police story is one is good, because it's, crit chance, and it's kind of rare. Kind of unique. This is the back door. And this is another back door. Okay. Fair enough. Well, there's literally nobody here, so I don't know, man. I don't freaking know. I can try the saloon. Let me try the saloon again. Anybody else around here? Nope. I'll also try this location too. Nope. Alright, I'll try inside. What should have been inside all along? And I should have just checked. Hey guys. No, these are all Boulder City workers. Fair enough. There's a lot of you here. Chamberlain.
Howdy. Name's Chamberlain. Come see me when you've got Swanwick in your posse.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I will not do that, but cool. Alright. All good. See, Anne should have been around the fucking sharecropper farms. I'm going crazy now. I'm literally just going insane. That's okay, I don't care enough. There's no quest to do or anything, so... It is what it is. Let us go to... left of here, which is... like here somewhere. Yeah. Cool, yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, sorry. I was getting videos ready and then automatically popped up. Just because I have to eat dinner, and I may as well put videos on if I'm eating dinner. I can't eat and play game at the same time. It's not possible. Play in front and... in lap is either keyboard or play, not both. Yeah, I remember you guys. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's go out to... I think this is the ant mound. Or it might be, Yeah, this is the ant mound. I know this. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. They saw me. Whoa, 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 that's hurting me. Oh, yeah. That was really fucked up. You guys were hurting me. Cool. Oh god. Okay, let's see if there's
You've got mail.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Ray, soon, thank you. I only followed you a little bit ago. Thank you. I don't think there's any more ants out here. Good, I'm glad. Okay, let's go down into hole. Get into a hole, son. Wee, no wrong hole. Hole's in here. Wee, Geronimo. Isn't there a legendary ant here, or am I crazy? I mean, I know there's a bunch of legendary animals, and I've already killed a few, but I don't know if there's a legendary ant. Maybe. Good morning. Well, it is good night for me. Good evening, rather. It is like, what, 9 p.m.? 8:30 p.m. Close enough. Okay, dead ends. Ooh, I see some weird fucking thing. Is that an ant? It looks like a fucking blowfly. No, that's the mother ant. And dead. Fire ant queen. You ain't shit. I thought there was yeah, giant person down here. Cool. What is the description for the pheromones? The pheromones are a unique item, if I remember correctly. Perception -2, intelligence -3, charisma +3. What the fuck? Perfect for diplomacy, bartering, and... I'm not... Jesus, okay. Anything else around it? There was a path here I didn't take. That was also a dead end, fair enough. Well, Ant Queen dead. It'd be cool or interesting if, like, you killed the legendary creatures in this game, in New Vegas, like, if, like, the regular ones, like, stopped spawning as much. Does that make sense? Like, you kill the Ant Queen, and then, like, now the fire ants, like, don't show up as much. I know that would be kind of hard to, like, add into, right? But it'd be cool. It'd be cool. Okay, now I remember this location because in Dust I kept getting killed here. Whatever is here in front of us right now. Like, see the towers and stuff? Yeah, this wall here, I remember this whole wall. I kept dying in Dust over and over here. Allied Technologies offices. Cigarettes. And this is pretty fiend. How is there a Deathclaw here? What? Where did you come from, buddy? What the fuck? Deathclaws don't come here. He must have traveled kind of far. Unless, like, they do come here? I don't know, it's just kind of unique. Oh, sorry, yep. Acid. Okay. Let's go check this road. Oh god. Oh, this Deathclaw must have tracked people down. Because, yeah, there's just a bunch of fucking dead NCR here. Sheesh. That is fucking wild. Huh. That is very interesting. Hey, God. Because this is McCarran. This is the wall of McCarran.
Hey.
Hello. Hello. I remember there would be some that spawn up there. I should be careful swinging like that, because I could accidentally hit that guy. Okay, we're going for the front. Whee. Abandoned warehouse. My favorite location in or everywhere. Abandoned warehouses. Nothing bad ever happens in an abandoned warehouse. Okay, I need to eat dinner before I, like, you know, starve and die, chat. So let me go get food and then we watch a video or something. Okay. Oh, I know this location. This is where you do the deal with the Silver Rush. I just remember that. Okay. Whoa. So I accidentally clicked stream ending one first. Okay. Well, I'm back, chat. Okay, coolio. Let's get a video up. I gotta change to Josh chatting as well. There we go. Coolio. I know James posted like a new video. Okay, for starters, Kitsu posted this one video. I guess I'll fucking play it. Oh my goodness. Ay. What's this? Post Pup has a letter for you. Look, it's Mailman Doggy. You stinky. I hate that. I never should have added the stinky fucking redeem. You goddamn chap. James says, does this count as healthy pizza? It's a chicken salad pizza. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Salad for once? Thank goodness.
Yeah, with ranch too. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, I guess.
And how about a big cheesy crouton?
If it's only one, then yeah.
Great. I'll just take my salad and put it on top of this.
What the hell is that?
My cheesy crouton.
Bruh.
It's plain. It's just bread and cheese.
Dude, it might be plain, but it's not good for you.
What?
Okay, rule of thumb. If it's white, it's not good for you. Flour, sugar, dairy, it's not nutritious.
Chicken.
Well, this changes everything. I was gonna top it with some plain boiled chicken, but
Yeah.
apparently that's too white for you.
Yep.
Now I need to add some color to it. Make it
Oh,
more
no.
nutritious. Happy now?
I give up. Salad for once? Thank
Bro's a bit of an idiot. He should not have said, He should not have said, that everything that is white is unhealthy. Okay. Give me a second, chat. I think there's a video I can watch. That I have, like, in my bookmark somewhere. Let me go find it. Bless me, pardon me, apologies. Ay. Okay, Lost Media World War II. Probably the best thing we're gonna watch.
Released only a handful of stills.
Or we could watch like an FNV I don't know, fucking iceberg. I want something that's like you don't know about. Wait, what about like FNV mod iceberg? Is there a mod? Okay, wait a second. This could be cool. Another insane for New Vegas iceberg. Mysteries iceberg, iceberg explained. Fallout Mysteries and Secrets. Uranium Fever, what is this? Okay, I just found a random video from 3 months ago with 15k views. Fuck it, we're watching it. 'Cause I said so.
Fallout New Vegas is already a brutal experience. But what if I told you it could be even harsher, deadlier? A wasteland so unforgiving, every bullet counts. Every mistake is punished, and survival
Isn't that just
is
dust?
never guaranteed. This is
Isn't that just
Uranium
dust,
Fever,
though?
one of the hardest Fallout mod lists ever created. A full tale of 2 wastelands overhauled that turns Fallout 3 and New Vegas into a true survival
Oh, it's a
RPG.
TTW, okay.
And today, we're diving in. Hello, and welcome to Uranium Fever, a Fallout Tale of 2 Wastelands mod list. We're starting here right outside Vault 101.
Oh, skip the intro based.
Yeah.
Ooh, the
I've been
UE
excited
on
to play
the
this.
bottom left looks good.
I wanted to really go back and be able to play Fallout 3 in New Vegas, as I hadn't played them since, probably like, whenever they came out. It's definitely been a couple years for sure. Today, my tobacco of choice is Peterson Nightcap. It's a little bit of a heavier blend, meant to like calm you down, get you in that mood to sleep. In my case, I use it to game, chill out a little bit after a long day.
Okay, I don't like this guy's fucking video at all now.
Our race, be a male, 'cause we're a dude. Caucasian.
Surely
that
there's a
works.
recommendation we can watch. Most hated Fallout New Vegas quest mod sublog. Okay, I already watched this. It's also a fucking 200k video by Cellblock. Nah, let's watch Cellblock. That's our boy right there. That's our fucking boy right there. Oh no, I don't think I've watched this one. Yeah, this is Honest Hearts Reborn or something, right? What if I work in very little ropes to harass you?
I couldn't tell any of those fools out there in red what I couldn't tell you.
Shoot, I still have my...
I didn't come on Kaiser's orders. I love Joshua. And
I
even though
love
he rejected
Joshua.
me once, he has simply not been given the
Wait,
right
Joshua
opportunity.
gay? Question mark? What?
I fucking hate this.
Joshua gay? Question mark? What?
What is your real relationship with Joshua?
This is the rewrite of Honest Hearts? This makes Joshua gay?
Bruh.
With gay characters, you have to write them better than this. You don't write them like this.
I will make him gay.
Boy next door.
The Fallout community has always been a rather opinionated one, like many fandoms that exist. The more you delve into this fandom, you'll realize that the strongest of ideologues tend to gravitate towards the community's favorite game of the series, Fallout New Vegas.
True.
A game that's so perfect that any change made to it in the form of mods, fanfiction, or even a player's personal choice in their own personal game has the chance to be seen as blasphemy by one or many members of the community. If you talk to most people in the fandom, they'll tell you that one of the worst products or mods made for Fallout New Vegas in recent time has been Fallout the Frontier.
Which
a mod
isn't even that
led
bad.
with huge promises, but released with horrible writing and terrible bugs.
Whatever.
But what if I
More of a
told you
YouTube fucking
there was another
repeat opinion.
A mod that was so hated, so despised, that for a while, this was considered the worst mod ever made for Fallout New Vegas. A mod so hated, it spawned its own memes and tropes.
I've heard of Honest Hearts Reborn, but I don't know nothing about it. Like, that came out, like, more of years ago, like, early mod stuff, and when I was definitely not into, like, big, like, conversion quest changing stuff.
Phenomenally buggy, that many mod guide websites will list this mod under its Do Not Play section. A mod that made
Interestingly enough, it's on the Viva New Vegas Do Not Play list.
so many interesting changes to the main game that many find it appalling. That mod was Honest Hearts Reborn. Released in September of 2015, Honest Hearts Reborn is an attempt to completely rewrite the entirety of the Fallout New Vegas DLC, Honest Hearts. To quote the mod page directly, the mod is advertised as a story overhaul mod for Honest Hearts DLC, with a whole new story for Joshua Graham, the Tribes, the Legion, and the New Canaanites. Fully voiced with almost 30 completely new...
It's crazy that you would be like, this DLC, I don't like this DLC, it's come back, I'm gonna rewrite it myself, I'm better.
NPCs, deep moral choices, and a fresh take on the story of the Burned Man. Literary, intelligent, with plenty of explosions and gunslinging.
Describing your mod as literary and intelligent is crazy. You cannot describe your own creation as that.
Already, this is a slippery slope. For those of you that don't know much about Honest Hearts, and for some reason are watching this video, the mod revolves around Joshua Graham, a man who is constantly referred to as the Burned Man in the main game. He serves as a sort of legend among the entire world space of the Mojave Wasteland. Once a proud general in the faction of Caesar's Legion, he found himself disavowed once he failed to take over the Hoover Dam from the New California Republic. As punishment for his failure, and to show off what the Legion does to people who fail, he was covered in pitch, set on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. From then, Joshua Graham was suspected to be dead. But no. He survived, and legends lived on of the Burned Man. And what Honest Hearts goes on to serve as is a redemption story for this character, as he moves on from the Legion and tries to reunite with his previous faction, the New Canaanites, which unfortunately were taken out, killed, murked by the evil tribals known as the Whitelegs, which are the prominent figures of Honest Hearts. This mod is about Joshua. It's his redemption. It's his story. And in my personal opinion, I think the story and characters are the best part about Honest Hearts. They're very well written, very eloquently spoken, and, most importantly, very memorable. Where Honest Hearts typically fails for me is the world space in general, as I never really found it that interesting to
That's true.
explore,
I do think it's the most
and a
unique
lot of the
and different,
quests you'll be
though.
sent on are rather boring.
But it is
like
a weird
collecting
one.
walkie-talkies, collecting lunchboxes for some reason, medical supplies, exploring small little caves, and of course, the final quest, which is the best part of this mod, which involves either escaping Zion or...
I will agree. Funnily enough, when I did my first playthrough on the channel of Blind Vegas, Honest Hearts was the DLC that I stopped halfway through and, like, stopped the playthrough for a while. So that does say something.
Taking the fight to the White Legs themselves and taking out the chieftain, Salt Upon Wounds. Most of the people I've spoken with tend to agree with me on that sentiment that a lot of the gameplay and a lot of the quests can be a bit boring, but what really saves this whole DLC is Joshua himself and a lot of the other characters you'll come across, like Follows Chalk, a companion you get in the Dead Horses tribe, All Clouds, a companion you get for the Sorrows tribe, and last but not least, Daniel, a fellow New Canaanite that's forgiven Joshua, but has different ideas about how the tribals of Zion should react towards the Whitelegs. Oh, and of course, I have to at least mention Randall Dean Clark, who has one of the most interesting backstories and interesting guns that you can get in this mod. While you never meet him in person, his story is endearing, and really sells the lore for the Sorrows tribe that you'll be meeting. So when I read the description of Honest Hearts Reborn, I'm worried. But at the same time, I am a little intrigued.
It is weird to rewrite.
Space.
There are very few mods for Fallout New Vegas that like rewrites or changes like stuff in the base game, right? It's always new stuff. And at least with new stuff, you can respect it. No matter how bad it is, you can at least respect it that it's its own new creation, not fucking up things. But this is like touching deadly water. Like, what the heck?
More characters. The Legion and the New Canaanites are more involved. However, the description seems to imply that they are taking Joshua Graham into a new direction. And for a character so beloved as Joshua Graham, in a community that is Fallout New Vegas, that can be an issue. Looking at the mod author for this project, James Afloat, also known as Ted Bushman, this is his very first mod.
Bruh.
As a mod author myself, I have to say that this is a very ambitious project for a first mod ever. Rarely do projects like this ever really work out, and I usually try to convince beginning modders not to do things like this.
Yup.
Regardless of that fact, I do have to commend the mod author here for actually seeing a large project like this through. Especially considering it seems like he did most of this work, if not all of this work, by himself. Really, that does deserve a commendation. And personally, I think we all need to take a moment to appreciate that level of rare dedication. I've been working on modding New Vegas as a hobby for the past 10 years. I've seen firsthand how a lot of these projects just fall apart, especially when it's your first mod ever. Considering that fact, I found it rather curious that this mod had such a bad reputation. So before I got into the mod, I did a little research into why exactly people didn't care for it. One of the main reasons for the hate came from the technical standpoint of things. It's important to note while that this mod is buggy, as it says so right in the description, unfortunately buggy is synonymous with quest mods for Fallout New Vegas, so that can generally be expected.
And synonymous with New Vegas full stop period exclamation mark.
Even if a lot of scripts in the mod are fairly basic. However, the main problem with this mod isn't really the bugs that you might come across, but the fact that the file recompiles every script record
That's
in the
the main
game,
reason why they
which
don't
can
recommend
cause
you
game-breaking
download or play
bugs with both vanilla and modded content. This reason alone is why websites like Viva New Vegas will have this mod near the top of their mods to avoid list for that recompiling error. However, despite that major issue, it really wasn't the most common reason I got for hate of this mod. Most people were upset about the story, or rather what it changed. And boy, were there some interesting comments about the many changes of this mod. Many comments about how characters were revoiced, changed, removed, and much more. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the story of Honest Hearts Reborn, written by award-winning playwright Ted Bushman. And I know I put it in a disclaimer, but I will need to mention this again. Please do not harass any of the voice actors or the mod author in question, because
I like Soblock a lot. He's been in chat. We talk in DMs. I played his mods. I like his mods a lot. He's a great guy. I do think it's kind of funny and a little silly to be like, and I've seen him say this in his other videos, like some new ones, like whatever. Oh God, War Trash or whatever the fuck that mod is. I don't know. And he said he understands that, like, you know, he does videos on like, oh, this is hated and this is the worst. Oh, but please don't harass him. And so he knows that it's kind of like, you know, between a rock and a hard place. Like, you know, people are always going to do whatever the fuck they're going to do. In this case, I do, like, award-winning playwright. It's almost like he's making fun of it in a little, like, he's award-winning playwright. It's got to be so well written because it's done by, it's by himself. The author of the mod himself says he's an award-winning playwright. By the way, don't hate or don't harass, don't go to it. It just feels a little funnily out of place, is all I'm trying to say.
Again, please do not harass any of the voice actors or the mod author in question because of this video. Even if you abhorrently hate everything I'm about to talk about,
agreed.
It's not worth sending your hate towards
Correct.
them. Just let it be.
Also, what's the guy doing 10 years later?
Over to the Northern Passage, just
or
like
like
the vanilla
8 years,
game, and talk with Chet Masterson. Excuse me, I mean Chen Masterson. And his wife, Lucy. No huge caravan with interesting characters this time around, but we do have a nice truck that we're going to be using to get to Zion.
Okay.
Not sure how exactly they parked up here or why they're parked up here, but here we are. So talking with Chen and hearing his backstory, we learn that he wants to do some trading with New Canaan and how Joshua Graham might be alive, despite the legends. And we're immediately teleported into Zion, where we set up camp for the night. Well, I find it confusing as to how we got this truck into this location. This is a nice change that I like so far.
Out a big drive.
In the main version of Honest Hearts, we don't really get to talk to many of the people in the caravan we're traveling with, so when they die later on, we don't really feel like much is lost. And I feel like that was really missing from the base Honest Hearts. In this mod, we get a brief, quiet moment to get to know Chen and Lucy, and I appreciate that. If it wasn't immediately taken away when they die the next day in an ambush. Immediately.
Wow.
I guess in that sense, it does hit a little bit harder than it would in the main game. My only dissatisfaction is that I don't really find Chen and Lucy that interesting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. I don't think Sublux showed enough, like, dialogue or whatever conversation with these guys for me to, like, understand. But, like, and now don't tell me what the fuck their characters are. But I remember the guy who's like a liar, who's like, I'm totally from a vault. That's honestly it. Although there's a guy who does drugs, I think. But what's cool is you can convince like a lot of like all of them to like carry more, so you can increase how much stuff you're taking with you, which I always thought was a cool dynamic.
The characters in the original caravan, Jed Masterson, Ricky, and Stella, were a lot more.
Holy fuck, bro! No, well, he would know because we did it for the video. Yeah, Vicky, I don't remember the girl.
Interesting to me, and they had a much more interesting backstory overall.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I previously spoiled, the next day comes and the truck is horribly damaged, so we're walking along, and that's when Chen and Lucy are horribly murked, just like the caravan is in the vanilla game.
Oh god! Oh god, how did they die? Did they just have a heart attack?
But this time, not by Whitelegs, but by Legion.
Whoa.
And just as you're about to escape, you find yourself captured and thrown in the company of the great legate, Livius. He goes to explain that the Legion have a presence in Zion, and they're here looking for Joshua Graham. Livius knows who you are, even if you haven't done anything in the game by this point, and tasks you with finding Joshua Graham by talking to many of the tribes in Zion. You'll find that the Legion camp has replaced the White Leg HQ from the vanilla game with several tents dotting the canyon.
Okay.
While I appreciate this concept, I feel like it wasn't really pulled off very well, as there are a few nonsensical items that are still here, and various floating items that just cause issues. There are a few people to interact with while you're here at the camp, for the very least. You'll get a new companion named Brutus that has a very interesting style of facial hair, and a
actual Legion companion is cool to see him all do.
Very abrasive attitude. There's also crazy old Casca who wants you to find his compass.
Casca?
And also,
what the fuck happened to you, girl?
Is just really old or really drunk.
You lost your compass, old man?
You wouldn't know a compass from a corkscrew. Oh, would you?
Oh, you would know a cup is for a casserole.
If you find it, will you bring it back?
Old or drunk?
Your eyes are collapsing in on themselves. I'm very
I was
frightened.
gonna say that. He's got the eyes of an old schnauzer.
You'll have two paths you can take to leave the camp, either of which will take you through territory of a new faction introduced in this mod, the Burned Ones. Now, the Burned Ones are literally just Joshua Graham cosplayers.
The fuck?
They think he's cool, so they wear bandages on their head and they shoot at people.
No, that's nah.
Yes, they are.
No, that goes hard. No. Say what you will about this one, that goes hard. No.
Goofy as they sound. More on that later. Once you get out of the Three Marys, you'll be in the main Zion world space where you can start to interact with the various tribes of the valley.
Sometimes
and start
Aura
questioning them about the
speaks for
whereabouts of
itself.
Joshua Graham. Unfortunately, none of them speak English, so we'll need the help of a translator to communicate with them. Thankfully, with Brutus on our team, we'll be able to speak to some of the tribals in the area, such as the Bloodstone tribe, who are this mod's version of the Whitelegs. At the Bloodstone camp, we'll meet with their leader, Salt Upon Wounds, who's undergone the full rewrite treatment, now being a young woman with a voice that sounds vaguely like Mila Kunis. What can you tell me about the Burned Man?
This is
He
the great
was burned.
secret Caesar wants to
And a
know.
man.
And he sends a cub to ask it. I will not give it freely.
Shut up, Meg.
She'll direct us to a shaman named 1/10 who lives in the airplane on the hill. Arriving at the airplane, we'll meet with the said doctor inside her totally not a vault airplane. She reveals herself to be an ex-New Canaanite under the name Amy Wilkes. From here, she'll give us details about how to find Joshua Graham once we convince her the Legion has good intentions in finding him. Or just by lying to her. Seriously, this whole dialogue situation was a bit odd, to say the least, but I think I know where the author was going with this. Along the way, we'll also meet with a mysterious man disguised as a legionary who will offer us a reward for betraying the Legion. Good thing my Legion allied companion didn't hear that. Speaking of Brutus, he also has a bit to reveal for us. As it turns out, he's a Legion turncoat who wants to put Joshua Graham in charge of the Legion instead of Caesar.
Whoa!
He even killed another legionary and took his name and identity. Really nice of you to confide in me, Brutus, even though we only known each other for a few hours. With our lead on Graham from Amy, we head over to Dead Horse Point, the new headquarters for the Joshua Graham LARPers led by Brother Achaeus. He'll give us a quiz to see if we're enlightened enough, but we'll fail no matter what. After which, we'll fight him and his LARPer friends in an admittedly interesting combat sequence that eventually descends into nonsensical banality.
Uh-oh.
He's like, I can't quit you, and then gets shot 8,000 times.
Wow.
What? Did you?
The ghost of Louis Armstrong is here.
Oh no.
I see trees.
Near the end of the fight, we'll face off with a mutant named Adam who will kill Brutus in a single punch.
Damn.
Nice job, Brutus. After dealing with the super mutant, we'll finally meet with Joshua Graham and...
You finally made it.
Okay.
I did.
I hear there's a lot of competition for that these days.
Bruh. Really?
You see, I would lay out the red
Why
carpet.
does he sound like moist critical?
Oh
my gosh, he
does. You absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These
That's a
are
wow,
mags.
great use of the meme.
They're mags, not clips. You absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips. You look fucking stupid here.
This time around, Joshua Graham is a lot more sad and feeble, not really wanting a part of all the chaos that's happening around him. And as a part of the main quest, we have to decide what is best for him, because he's a child and he can't make any choices himself. But before we personally decide Joshua's grand fate, we have to talk to everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
That's right, kids. We're only just getting started with the new factions in this mod because there are a ton more we need to talk to, and each and every one of them is gonna positively change Joshua Graham's outlook on life. So I hope you like walking, because we're gonna get started. We've already talked with the Bloodstones as part of an earlier part of the quest, so the next people we'll have to talk to are the Highlanders, a tribe of large super mutants hiding out in a general store.
Little scout lunch boxes.
So, who are you guys?
We are the
How did they get here, though? In Zion.
Moving on. Next, we'll move on to the New Canaanite refugees, where we'll meet some of the relatives of Daniel, who I guess is,
Sir, not appearing in this film.
It's here we'll be able to recruit a new companion, Zoe Young, who will be able to translate for all the tribals in the region, since Brutus is no longer functional. There are 2 other tribes we can meet, and we'll need her for, specifically. These tribals are the Sun and Moon tribe, a tribe allied with the New Canaanites that worship a mysterious god in a vault, and also pretty much the reworked versions of the Sorrows. And there are the Locked Horns tribe, a bunch of surfer dude bros that like Nuka-Cola, and they're pretty much the rework of the Dead Horses.
Unless they were something back then. But that's before I was born.
Why does he sound like...
That's like a skater dude.
So...
He's like, bro, like, I'm totally from this tribe called the Surfing Boards, and like, brother...
After meeting and allying with the various tribes, we'll meet up with Joshua again, who needs medical attention. Speaking with Amy Wilkes, we're able to recruit her and healing him, but we'll need something extra from a vault the Sun and Moon tribe worships. So finally, we're going to be exploring a brand new interior native to this mod, and it's not as exciting as you might think. Entering through this door jutting out of a small rock, we'll go down deep into an amalgamation
There's the worst
of
entrance
clone
to a boat
cells
ever
from Vault
imaginable.
21, and a very strange backstory about the people who lived here. I'm not even going to get into that, just take my word for it, it's a bit strange. But what's even stranger is what we find in the basement. A little girl.
Oh.
Are you going to hurt me?
You feel like
What?
Why are you an adult?
What is this?
Why are you speaking in
Are you going to hurt me?
Okay, this is just too weird for me, man. Just give me the strange brain medicine I need so I can get out of here, please. Thank you. Now armed with an experimental serum we got from The Memory, we can help Joshua, or alternatively, we can give it to some random caravaneer who uses it to help her mentally challenged sister. Ultimately, that's just a small side thing, but it's interesting you can do that. Once we help Joshua, we're treated to a dream sequence that we're somehow sharing with Joshua Graham. The dream sequence itself is not really much to write home about, in terms of gameplay at least, as it's just a small shooting sequence, but near the end we find out that Daniel was killed by Caesar, and Joshua feels really guilty about it.
Wow.
Anyway, after our bonding trip with Joshua, it's now time for the final showdown, as Legate Livius is attacking the New Canaanite refugees. Once we fight through the Legion, we'll face off with Legate Livius in the church, where he reveals his true intentions.
I mean, what I couldn't tell any of those fools out there in red, what I couldn't tell
Oh
you.
shoot, I still have my...
I didn't come on Kaiser's orders. I love Joshua.
Based.
And even though he rejected me once, he has simply not been given the right opportunity.
I fucking hate
Wow.
this.
And yeah, they're creepy. I do not like it.
This isn't healthy. You have to let
Somebody bottom it in the wasteland with no loot.
The only thing that matters.
And
I
that's
will make him love me.
Caps.
And that's why Caesar actually kicked Joshua into the Grand Canyon, set him on fire, and burned him alive. Not because he failed at Hoover Dam, but because he was gay.
Really, I was...
Still, I use my speech skill.
So Caesar is a slaver, sexist, an evil piece of shit, and homophobic.
I convince him to stand down, and he runs off. I convince Joshua to reunite and assist the New Canaanites, and the New Canaanites, in turn, learn to forget their past problems with Graham and accept his return. After meeting with the main crew of our journey, we're given our reward. And
What do you think of chicken salad pizza Pizza Guy made? Yeah, sorry, we watched it earlier, James. I don't know if you were here. It was weird. It wasn't healthy. He didn't make it healthy because it was fried chicken and lots of sauce and a big giant pizza cheese.
we return home. This mod was quite a journey, and after playing through all of it, I have to say I think a lot of the hate that it gets is unwarranted. Now, I would not call this the worst mod for New Vegas, not by a
fair
long
enough.
shot.
Okay.
Still, I hesitate to label this as anything above average. Looking at it from a technical standpoint, the mod works. And if you're installing it for a single playthrough and uninstall it right after, you hopefully won't run into any major issues. But I definitely would not recommend it for a massively modded playthrough due to the potential issues it might cause with the recompiled scripts. I also noticed that this mod is not nav-meshed in various areas that heavily affected the combat and gameplay. It even at various moments prevented some of the companions from following me and causing certain scripts to not fire properly. Looking at it in the GEC, I noticed that many areas either lack nav mesh entirely, or need to be finalized or recompiled. A lot of the scripts for the mod are fairly basic, but for the most part, seem to be functional. I will have to give the mod author props for actually using the proper prefix and not just 00 or AA like a lot of mod authors do. The quests, NPCs, and scripts are really well organized in the files, so I'll give them props for that as well. For a first mod, these are all pluses for me. And I think the player's choice definitely comes into play for this mod, so I'll have to commend the mod author for that as well.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that it's this good. Is what's up with saying.
Choices, skill checks, alternative ways to handle issues. All of this is very good for a first mod. Still,
also have free villages in Minecraft, so I think I saw you post that as well.
For example, no matter what you do, you cannot save Chen or Lucy Masterson. Just like how you can't save any of the Caravaneers that go with you in the base Honest Hearts. And of course, you will always be caught by the Legion at the beginning. No avoiding that. A lot of people seem to have problems with being force captured, but considering that this is the mod author's first mod, I can give him a pass for that, as he has a very specific story he wants to tell, and personally I feel like this was the best way to introduce the character of Legate Livius. I think it's very unreasonable to hate the mod just because of that. As for the combat, I don't really have much to say. At a first glance, it seems fairly balanced. There isn't really that much combat in this. You'll mostly be fighting the burned ones, and when you aren't, you'll just be talking with people. I will say, though, that the burned ones are way better armed than the Whitelegs are in vanilla, and have many varieties in their ranks, but are fairly weak when compared to the Whitelegs, and plus that whole nav meshing thing I mentioned earlier doesn't really help too much in the combat scenarios. There are, of course, other enemies that you fight. Legion, wild animals, ghouls, and even some protectrons that are park rangers. I also have to mention that the level design in some areas is not the greatest.
Oh, you mentioned that earlier.
We have floating meshes, weird structures, copied cells, and interiors that are advertised as something that they are so very clearly not. The plane was probably the most egregious for me, as it was clearly just Vault 11. Don't tell me it's a plane. I have eyes. The vault was also really bad too. It was clearly just copied cells from Vault 21, but again, this is the guy's first mod, so it's
So is the internet working better today? Well, it was literally dying earlier, but it is working now, so that's good.
Problem for me. And onto my problems with exterior locations, the city of New Canaan, or whatever they call it, doesn't really make much sense to me. A lot of the fences are made from boxcars, and where did they get them? Are there trains in Zion? Why are they floating? Where did this church come from? Why in this town with only 2 buildings is one of them full of geckos, and why has nobody done anything about it until I come along?
True.
Again, I have to say to myself, it's a first-time modder, so these aren't things I really should get that upset about. Where this mod mostly fails for me, and I imagine many others, is more so in its story and presentation rather than gameplay. I'm not the best person to criticize writing. I mean, look at my mods. They're not exactly award-winning in the story department by any means.
Yep.
But
yeah, funnily, still probably the best, with some of the best shit on the forums on Nexus. So
I'm going to start criticizing this. The mod is advertised as a rewrite for Honest Hearts, and from what I gathered from the interview from the mod creator,
I still remember really liking Tales of New Reno episode 1, dealing with the mob. That one felt so well written. Or every quest that you could like do with those guys.
Bushman, and was written about the mod, it's meant to be taken very seriously. There clearly was some deep passion for what the mod author was writing. He felt like that there was an issue with how Joshua Graham's character was portrayed, and he wanted to fix that. And that's great. That's fine. You can do that. But this mod suffers from what I would call fan fiction writing. And I struggle to use that term because technically all mods are fan fiction in the sense that it was written by a fan and it's fiction.
Yeah, but
I use the term fan fiction here in a generalized way, as it suffers from the many tropes that fan fictions tend to have. I direct that mostly towards the Joshua Graham simping that's apparent in this mod. Especially from Legate Livius. Oh god. It's gotten to the point where it's almost comical, and it pretty much just seeps into every aspect of this mod. This mod is an absolute roller coaster of contrasting tone. It feels like it's trying to be serious, but also funny and goofy without a balance between the two.
True, whereas New Vegas is very good balance.
I've done similar things in my mods, and whether or not you think that's balanced is up to you. But when I look at this mod, it feels like a roller coaster with...
See, like, New Vegas is mainly a very serious game, but every so often you have, like, a humorous option, or dialogue option, stuff like that. But that's, like, very, like... separate and devoid from a serious moment or serious stuff going on, right?
What the fuck is the tone here? The Mastersons dying is probably meant to have more weight, but honestly, it just looks like they saw the Legion and shat themselves to death. That's probably just an issue with first-time modder, scripting, couldn't make a great script like how it was set up in the Honest Hearts vanilla. I'll give them a pass for that. That would be probably a really difficult script for a first-time modder to make. I would probably even have trouble with setting that up properly. But what's not excusable to me is the burned ones, because they're just the goofiest faction. And people talk about them like they're meant to be taken seriously, but they're just a bunch of weirdo cosplayers that are just obsessed with Joshua Graham.
Again,
I feel like I'm fighting a bunch of Redditors here. What's going on?
Nah, holy
I don't really
based.
know what's goofier.
See, I guess if it's being taken too seriously, then yeah, it's trash. But like, I'm thinking of it in like a ironic way. Like, I think if this mod was like ironic, far more or ironic and comedic, then I actually would like defend it more.
In terms of characters, is it their cult leader or the super mutant Adam? And speaking of super mutants, the Highlanders. Okay, they're funny, sure, but meeting them was quite a tonal whiplash for me after speaking with Joshua for the first time. In fact, most of the main factions in this mod are pretty goofy, but those two just take the cake. Although I will have to say I will give the Highlanders a bit of a pass, as they're kind of separate, in a way, from most of the other aspects of this mod story. But then there's the Vault. The entire Vault segment just exists, and I don't really have words for it. It's silly, it doesn't really make much sense to me, and frankly just really feels out of place for anything in this mod. Especially here, I can tell it was meant to be taken seriously, but it's just weird. There's also a few minor gripes in terms of silliness, like the surfer dude bros thing. That was a bit strange. Then of course the child soldiers in power armor. Where did the fuck did they get those power armor suits? And many more things that I'm just not even gonna mention. But between all this, there are really good lines in this, really good written lines, some interesting characters. It's just in the mix of all this.
Maybe I should play it one time, just out of like
but
context.
hey, maybe it's
Aside
just
of
me.
building
Maybe there's some
the
grand
178
message that
tall
the
block
author's writing
thing.
here that
Cool.
I just can't see. I only did play the mod once, and then I looked over it in other playthroughs and checked it out in the GEC. I think I have a general sense of where the mod author was going, but perhaps I'm just not understanding it as it was intended. That is entirely a possibility. Now, I should address the elephant in the room, and that, of course, is Joshua himself.
Different voices.
With all the simping for this character in this mod, you'd think he'd be cool or just as cool as he was in the main game. Well, I hate to disappoint. Maybe to some of you this is the Joshua you always wanted, but for me this is just one of those Chad Wojak memes. I'll take vanilla Chad Joshua over this guy any day. Instead of the man, the myth, the legend meeting you in a cave all bandaged up, loading a bunch of fucking 1911s for his people and talking about the scripture, we get a crying, crumpled mess of a man wallowing in self-pity and doubt that can't do anything unless this random dude tells him what to do. Now, the character of Joshua Graham
and that's the
Vanilla
big problem
Honest
with like mods and like Fallout in general, is like you always want the characters to feel separate from the main character, the player character, right? Like that's something you need to deal with.
Tarts. He was conflicted, sure, but he kept most of those conflictions to himself. Was he going to be a Legion general for the Dead Horses, or was he going to go back to the ways of the New Canaanites? But all in all, the player has to convince him that killing Salt Upon Wounds is wrong, and that utterly changes the course of the story. But the main point that I need you to focus on here is that the player convinces him that his current line of thought is wrong. He changes his thought process. The character already had a thought process going for him. He doesn't need the courier's permission to do this. He's gonna do it. That's who he is. But in Honest Hearts Reborn, we get a version of Joshua Graham that is utterly and definitively broken, and he won't do anything unless some random character from the wasteland tells him what's the right thing to do. At this point, Joshua Graham stops being a character and is just a gameplay plot MacGuffin. To me, this isn't the kind of man that would pull himself out of the Grand Canyon and keep pursuing forward. In the words of the original Joshua Graham, he only survived because the fire that burned within him was brighter than the fire that burned outside him. Now you can disagree with me on this take. That's perfectly fine. But overall, I feel like this is a weaker version of Joshua Graham that we didn't really need. However, I will give the mod author props for one thing about Joshua Graham, is that there's actually an interesting build-up for when you get to meet him. You don't just instantly meet him as soon as you start the quest mod, like you would in the vanilla DLC of Honest Hearts. You will spend about half of this mod hunting down Joshua Graham. I like that. I feel like the vanilla DLC could have used that. That would have been interesting. But then, you meet him. And once you meet him in this mod, he's crying about how his boo-boos are all ouchy and you gotta kiss him and make him better, and then you gotta play therapist for him and tell him what to do. I mean, come on. What am I? I'm just a fucking courier. How the fuck should I know? As for the other characters in this mod, I don't really care about many of them. The two companions that you get in this mod, Zoe Young and Brutus, have a chance to be interesting, but just aren't.
Also, Brutus just
in
gets
the case
killed.
of Zoe, I feel like she comes in too late in the story and doesn't really add too much, even though, considering how this rewrite has worked, it feels like that she would have a lot more of a stake in all of this, but she really just doesn't. She is the niece of Daniel, I believe, and once she meets Joshua, the man that a lot of people are blaming for the death of Daniel, she just goes, "Oh wow, it's Joshua," and that's about it.
Wow.
And then afterwards, you don't really see her that much. She's just kind of that typical naive girl that wants to see the world and has only been in like one certain spot. An archetype we've seen quite a few times. As for Brutus, I can't say for certain if his character gets any better because I didn't do the Legion playthrough, but he's basically just another Joshua Graham simp. The second biggest Joshua Graham simp. Speaking of which, the main antagonist, or in other words, the lead Joshua Graham simp, is a fucking joke in this mod. His dialogue and the player's dialogue with speaking with him feels like two people that are trying to convince each other that they know what they're talking about and that they're really deep and thought-provoking. When really, they aren't. Let's see. Leggett, do you know what paranoid personality disorder is?
What?
What does it have to do with anything? She offered plenty of evidence. We can trust her completely.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I have to criticize this. I'm so sorry. I'm going on tangent mode. This is rage mode, okay? Why? This
PPD.
is whenever medicine checks are a thing, I feel like in the modding community, too many times people bring it up for the most stupid armchair psychologist reasons versus how New Vegas actually interprets this. There's no reason, even if there is symptoms, that you would even bring this up in a conversation with this guy. You'd only bring it up if it actually was at a vulnerable, volatile moment that he was displaying that could compromise something. A good example is Dog or God from Dead Money. You know what I'm saying? You could
Whoever this guy is in the Discord call, he's fucking smart. I like how he talked about New Vegas.
clearly tell because of the disposition and the hostile nature of like a literal split personality Nightkin that he could kill you if he wanted to, and it's just a different personality that wants to do so. Why are you doing this? Stop.
Oh god, and please, do not even get me started on that final reveal for Leggett Levius's true intentions. It's silly, it's out of nowhere, and frankly, it's a bit creepy. I don't really care for it. In terms of things that I did care for, I actually did like Amy Wilkes, and I feel like it might be solely due to the voice actor. I didn't talk too much about the voice acting in this review. I tend not to judge it too harshly because it's a mod that somebody made for free, and it's hard to get good voice actors these days, especially voice actors that know what they're doing. But the voice actor for Amy Wilkes is amazing, and I think her performance alone sells these lines. Sure, there are a few groaners here and there, with her constant quotes of poetry and the courier reciting it with her, but the rest of the lines feel like it's almost written by a different person, and I have to wonder if I only feel that way because of how they're performed.
Wait a minute. I think... no, just a minute. Whose woods these are, I think I know. This house is in the village, though.
This just sounds like very professional voice acting. What the heck?
Stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. No, and then... Wait a minute, don't tell me. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year, he gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake and... Oh, it's the best line! How can I forget?
These woods are lovely, dark and deep.
Oh, these woods are lovely, dark and deep. But I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep. Those are beautiful words.
This is like a really good fucking showcase by Cell Block. Like, it's just out of pocket, like, S. Chandler, just like great voice acting scene.
I might even like her because she actually feels like an actual character. Honestly, more so than Joshua. Her goals make sense, her relationships make sense, and I just wish I could say that about more characters in this mod, because it seems to be wanting to be more serious and character-focused. Again, though, take everything I've said with a grain of salt. I'm no writer. But I certainly try to be. I went into this mod preparing for the worst. Yes, there are some really strange things in this mod. Yes, this mod is a little broken. And yes, I do prefer the original Honest Hearts over this. But
Built in full release out next week. That's exciting.
Is the mod really the worst mod?
Well, not full release, right? It's chapters 3 and 4, right? But there's still more chapters after those two.
Out there? No. Not by a long shot. No way. Considering that this is somebody's first mod, I'd say that's a crowning achievement to make a DLC-length size project by yourself with little to no experience. It's honestly worthy of praise, even if the story is
Technically
arguably
full release because
worse.
it's paid
I
for, fair
personally
enough.
feel like the goal that this mod set out to
But
do
people still
wasn't
have to wait for
fully
the other
realized.
chapters to come out.
From looking at how this mod is set up, I feel like most people just hate it because it overrides Zion.
Correct.
If this took place somewhere else with different characters, I think a lot less people would be hating on it. When I first read the description for this
I
mod,
agree, but...
I was a bit worried because it almost felt a little pretentious for one person to think they could do an entire DLC better than a whole gaming company. Especially with the whole award-winning playwright comment.
Yeah, okay, so he was making fun of it at the start. Okay, I was like, oh, maybe I'm reading too much into that line. He was making fun of it, and he's like, oh, award-winning playwright. By the way, do not send harassment. But bro's making fun of him so much. And basically implying that he's pretentious as fuck. But don't go harass him. It's so funny.
But after playing through the whole mod and watching an interview with the mod creator, he seems like a cool guy who wanted to give it a try and fix something that he thought was broken, and I can't fault him for his determination. So in that sense, maybe it is something you can boast about. Not the award-winning playwright part, but the determination and ambition.
True.
I'd be curious to see what this mod author does in the future. As for the mod
Has he
itself,
done anything? It's been
I
like
don't think I'll ever
a
play it
decade.
again, and I wouldn't personally recommend it to common players. But if you're interested in playing a different version of Honest Hearts, then by all means give it a go. But then uninstall it afterwards to avoid any bugs or issues, and load a save before, you have it installed. I would have to give this mod a 4 out of 10. Closer to a 3 than a 5. Thank you guys for watching, and for the love of God, please do not harass the mod authors of any mods I cover.
Yep.
They don't deserve the hate for putting out
Correct,
free
this is
mod
all
content
true.
for
I
you
do
to
like
play.
I agree with the sentiment, obviously.
I'm considering doing some more of these reviews in the future, so if you have any thoughts about that, or you want to show a mod to me that I should play, toss it down in the comments. I'll probably focus on mods that don't get a lot of attention, so if you're in the comments spamming New Vegas bounties, I'm probably going to ignore it because there are enough videos on that mod to pretty much sum up anything I could ever say about it. If you're interested, Ramble made a really great video about the entire summit.
I like how everybody who watches the New Vegas videos all watch the same people. I love that guy because he actually is like the only channel that ever does like full deep dives on the mods and their stories and stuff.
Guys series, I'm going to throw that down in the description. Go ahead and give his channel a watch if that's something you're really into. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to join me next time for when I bother to actually post another video.
Hell yeah. Okay, coolio. Sorry. I wasn't gonna watch the whole thing. I just wanted to eat dinner, but then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do Cell Block the justice. And that was fucking good. Okay. I'll be back, chat, and then I'm playing game again, playing New Vegas again. Don't worry. Just gonna take the plate out and get the wink. Okay. What? I'm back, shit. I'm back. Let's close that. And then... Oh god. My fucking, what do you say? My Twitch on my side. Okay, good. I was gonna say, it's like freaking 15 minutes behind. Cool. Oh, I need to change category. I nearly forgot about it. Edit stream info. X. New Vegas. Click. Done. Awesome. There should be 2 star caps in this location and a book. At this point, I'm only collecting the books just to have them, because, you know, why not? But, it's like literally nothing else to do. So yeah, this is where you do the Legion deal with the Silver Rush, right? If I remember correctly. And I am remembering correctly. Moss, pack Brahmin here. No, we're not gonna do the dynamite. But we could. Am I stupid? Wait, what? Am I fucking stupid? There's supposed to be stuff here. Am I dumb? Oh, this is an abandoned warehouse next to the Allied Technologies offices. And I want to go to the office. Not with not this. Okay, cool. I'm silly. The abandoned warehouse is where you do the deal, though, right? Okay, so this is the location. There we go. Cool. Oh, goodness. That was a big boy. And that should be everything. Methinks Say disappeared again. Why do you... She's literally active on Twitter. She's literally active on Twitter, James. What? I don't know about streams or Discord, though. But I swear, like, I get a notification from her, like, nearly every day. Because they haven't streamed? Fair enough. Why haven't they streamed? Was there something about it? Yeah, she does it. She did a tweet 5 days ago about a wanted poster, dead or alive, and she stole the one that I had. She stole the one. She stole the mailman. The old. I used this old one back in the day. And then yes, Say said her city is flooded, so that's the main reason. Her city is flooded. And then her latest tweet is, for every like, I will jork it for 1 hour. I'm not gonna like that. I'm moving on. They're more active on Discord and Twitter, though. They said something 30 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm not even gonna respond to that tweet. A lot of loot around here, at least. Book. I love books. You love books. We all love books. Books. There's a book. I love books so much. I love them so much. I love books. A book here, a book there, a book everywhere. I love books. These are all broken down terminals. Dumbass terminal. Okay. Getting this cleaned out. Have a book? Nothing in any of these. Sheesh. 2 caps. Holy crap. 2-star bottle caps. No cap. Oh, holy shit! This motherfucker was a drinker. Holy crap! Look at that. Oh my goodness. Bro was collecting them. Marco, you already missed a joke. I literally told the joke.
DeVale is here!
I am indeed here. Hello, hello, hello. Do I actually need to tell a joke? Okay, let me... I have a note for this, because no one ever does the tell a joke thing, so I have a note of dad jokes I've written down. For specifically this redeem. Okay. I can't say that one. That one... What do you call a sheep who can sing and dance? Lady Baba. It's not even funny. I love it. Holy shit. Lady Baba. Oh, I'll give another one because oh my god. Oh. Oh. I'm not vibing with a lot of these. Surely there's another one I'm vibing with. This one. Oh, that was... So guys, I forgot to tell you this actually, but the other day I went to the aquarium. But as soon as I walked in, I realized I didn't want to stay there very long because, you know, there's just something fishy about that place. There's just something fishy about the aquarium. It's up to no good, I tell you. Okay. Oh man. Something real fishy. Oh man, fuck. I've been busy working and doing my thing when I can because I got to take care of my father 5 days, and I got to move mid-June. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a lot of happening with you, Marco. Hopefully it all goes well. I'm basically moved myself randomly out of nowhere. Hate that I get that with freaking Oliver's mod. On top of my sleep been funky lately? Yeah, I'm feeling that too. Well, my sleep hasn't been terrible, it's just the work has been really bad and I'm not used to sleeping like a normal person. Yeah. Okay, let's go up north to like pretty much here. Look at that setting sun there, that looks nice. It's just been hard for me to stream because I don't have a comfortable set. Like, I'm laying down on a bed right now, chat. And my mic's kind of far away and I don't have a comfortable keyboard and mouse set up. But I've been trying my best. My gosh darn best. Okay, I think that's them finding a bunch of, beans. Whoa, Bob Wow. What's going on around here, eh? Let's go and see y'all. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oi. Holy shit. Damn. How you doing? You survived? Evening.
It's been a long tour. All I can think about now is going back home.
Good for you, lady. Is this the door that I wanted to get to? This doesn't look kill NCR or die NCR. Yeah, you can't go in there. Because this is McCarran, right? I'm not correct. Yeah, it is McCarran. It's just like the whole long way around. Okay, I think this is the building I need to get to then. I'll keep looking around until I find a door. This is it. The Basin Creek building. I don't even know what's here. This name of this building doesn't strike me as rememberable in New Vegas. Surely this is a nothing building. But I don't remember nothing. I think there's literally nothing in this building. Oh. Okay, we got some soda at least. Something. There's a bunch of entities. I was gonna say enemies, but they might not. No, they're enemies. Okay. Is it just ants or some shit, man? It is. Easy peasy. Oh, I forgot a book here. And rat urchins, damn. All the little guys coming out to play. You can't get into this door. What the fuck? That door is broken. You just see a giant fucking sink exploding. Wow. Coolio, that's everything. Easy lock door. Let's go loot these little ants. Whoa, okay, whoa, holy shit. Vault 13 Canteen gave me, like, the craziest fucking rebound effect there, that's funny. Always open up every fucking stall door you can, chat, because it makes my brain happy. That's the main— oh, there was something I didn't loot in here. There we go. I should never crouch when I loot, because then I get the extra menu. Okay, there's a note here. Help me! And then... bam. Okay. Help me! I've locked myself in my office and I can't find the key. Please call the police. How do you lock yourself in the office? Wouldn't it be locked from the other side, not inside? Bro's a dumbass. Bro's a bit of a dumbass. Womp womp. Okay, where to next? I'm literally just putting off the boomers, but I'd love to go do the boomers. That's like an actual full-on quest I can do, you know what I mean? But I'm just putting them off, I don't know. Okay, where to next? We have been making, oh god, I know that, yeah, okay, let's get this place that I forgot existed, and what this was like a map marker that I never went to originally. In New Vegas. In the Say Wanted thing, I did the Stop Right There gift, that's right, I remember that. Yeah, this is the rock crushing plan, and there's literally nothing here except fiends to kill. Ooh, there's mines here. Holy shit, I nearly stepped on one. Fuck. I nearly stepped on a bunch of mines. Oh my goodness. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. What do you think of the anime awards? I didn't watch the anime awards. I don't really care about those things anymore because I know Iron Mouse hosted it, right? There it is, Samson Rock Crushing Plane. Yeah, I know Iron Mouse hosted it and stuff like that. Guess who won? Was it Solo Leveling? My guess it was Solo Leveling because it's cringe. Yep, bro, fuck that. It's like not even... Ah, man, whatever. Maybe I do gotta watch it. Who knows? So who the fuck is around here? Usually there's like some enemies around here, right? Maybe a fiend spawns later. One of the bosses. Yeah, one of the bosses must spawn here. This is literally a non-location. Well, it's a cool location, but there's nothing here. Yeah, so something about Solo Leveling and people went fire over it. Angry AF, yeah. It's just, I don't know. I watched a few episodes of Solo Leveling and I just don't care that much, you know what I mean? I always get, so look at this map. I love how good the map looks, but I always see this, the Followers Outpost, and I'm like, oh, I haven't been to that location yet, but I have. It's just a very similar red to the other ones that haven't been found. And people went not over it. Yeah. Yeah, you do come here for a quest. It's a Driver Neffy. Yeah. I haven't seen it, but if it's quote that good, might as well see it. Yeah. It's not terrible. I don't know. I think it's one of those things where everybody keeps saying, "Oh, it gets better, and I'm like, okay. Okay, sure, yeah, I'm sure it does. Overhyped? I think it's a manhwa fan thing, right? People who have read the manhwa are just saying it's really, really good. I'll be honest, if I read it, I might enjoy it more. But, like, it feels like the story and the characters are things that I've experienced before, just in different things. So, like, it reminds me of, like, One Punch Man and My Hero and stuff like that. So I just kind of, like, think, oh, this one's the shit one of the things I've watched that I like. Oh god, I'm gonna break my legs. I'm fine. There maybe more sense of the manga was better, or the author might just be more favorited. I remember some of the people who, when the anime came out, they said that they didn't like the animation. And that it would ruin the like, you know, the perception of it. But then again, if it's become the best anime of the year, then clearly the animation isn't that bad. Right? Boxcar. Oh shit, okay, there's some stuff in here. Oh. There's a mine here or something, but I cannot see it. It's gonna blow me up, isn't it? I don't know. Well, that didn't go as well as I wanted it to. Is what it is. Is there anything even here, though? There's a shotgun that I can take, and that's about it. And a stim pack, wow. There's literally nothing here. By the way, we're supposed to pick up more PS2 games, me added. How many is it now, James? 50? That's not 50, that's 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. What is 23 times 8? Calculator. Calculator. 23 times 8 is 184 games. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have 191 games. Some anime I've seen is because, to me, the artwork was amazing. One example was Ancient Magus Bride. I've heard of that one, but I've not watched it myself. I guess for me, I don't ever really care too much about the way an anime looks. There have been some anime that look amazing, and I think it's terrible to watch. Like, what's it called? There was a fighting anime. Fuck. There's like a fighting one that I don't care. I forget what it's called. Wait, let me check my AnyList. I can find it. And then there have been some anime where I don't really care that the animation is bad or like not as amazing because it's still like the story is great. Where is it? The God of High School, that's what it is. The God of High School was such a nothing watch to me, and I don't care how good the fight looked. It was just nothing. And more PS1 stuff as well. Nice, nice, nice. Let me look at stuff that's like not well animated that I like. So Kaiji, I fucking love Kaiji, and Kaiji looks like shit. Kaiji looks fucking terrible. So there's one. I'd say Monster doesn't look amazing either. Even though I really like Monster. There's a lot of stuff that look good, but I wouldn't say... Oh, the original Baki. A lot of people know the new Baki, but, like, the old Baki the Grappler from, like, 2000s, like, early 2000s, like, 2001, that shit goes fucking hard. That shit looks good. Well, it doesn't look good. It but I like the story and the characters, but, like, yeah, aired in 2001. The Lego games and Batman, nice, nice. Okay. Let me get the fuck out of here, because there's literally nothing here. That's a good selection of games. So the Jimmy Neutron ones. First and the old COD games. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, where am I? There's a place I need to go, but I cannot find it. Which is pretty much how this always works for me. We're looking for the West Pump Station, which I'm pretty sure would be... there. Okay. I think it's up here, so let's just try and get up here. Yeah, it's that building. I see where the building is. Okay, we should be fine. I just wish those... Oh, yeah, here we go. Stairs, stairs. I love my stairs. Up, up, up and away we go on my stair. Oh, be careful. Someone's out to get me. Probably just a fiend. Silly little fiend. What's that big giant red thing? I have no idea. Okay. This building should be the West Palm Station, is my guess. Yep, it is. I knew. I freaking knew. What is this giant red thing? Is that a broken texture or am I crazy? Or is that Sunset Sarsaparilla? No, because this goes back over to McCarran. That is a missing thing. That's a giant red exclamation mark, isn't it? Collision marker. What is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. That's a bug though. Probably a Fallout 3 texture is what it is. I think that's the big thing that is missing sometimes. It's like Fallout 3 stuff. Okay, West Pump Station. Here we go. And this is illegal because I'm pretty sure the NCR own it. You know what in it?
Welcome back to the Mr. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove it.
Okay. You're not allowed to take any of this stuff, which is weird. Okay. You can't even do anything here. Like, I cleared it out. Like, that's cool. But I don't think it does anything. Again, I kind of did Hard Luck Blues weird because I just went to the vault and fixed it. And so I skipped the entire quest, which feels really weird. Because then I go to these locations and there's like nothing for me to do. Nobody expects a Sith Inquisition. That's so true, Lucas. You're right. Nobody does expect it. So what the fuck is the West Pump Station for? It's not there anything. There's literally nothing you do the West Pump Station for. No, sorry, I was looking at the West. No, yeah, what the fuck? West Pump Station and East Pump Station. These things are stupid, I swear to God. I think they got the two of them wrong. I don't know. Came back to Star Wars: The Old Republic after a break and finished all main and side quests on Nar Shaddaa, Las Vegas planet. Hell yeah, nice. That is very based. Maybe, okay, my guess is maybe there's a route, there's another door somewhere. For the Empire! There's gotta be another room around here that I missed. There's gotta be. Because clearly this can't be everything. Otherwise, what the fuck is the point of the West Pump Station? I don't get it. There's gotta be another door, man. This looks like the only fucking thing, though. This is everything, man. What? Am I blind? Am I crazy? Am I having a fucking hallucination right now? There's nothing here, man. This must have been... Ouchie. What the heck? Was that the Kitsu? Hello, Kitsu. Welcome on in. Oh, by the way, guys, there's a new one. There's a new... Try the new one, please. Try the new Redeem. The new Redeem's fun. I like it. I like the new one a lot. Please, try it. Please, chat. It's 200 points. Please. Please, chat. No, that's the old one. Don't buy the old one. Buy the new one. The new one, chat. Deal with it, bitches. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. See, the weird thing is there's no terminal in this place. There's literally no terminal in this place. But it keeps telling me, like, this oh, I did not mean to take that, sorry. I stole a drug. Womp womp. Deal with it, Stinky? Yeah, I'm Stinky, I know. Speaking about being stinky, I also watched the frickin' the Kitsu Stinky one earlier as well. Host Pop says you're stinky, ah! So funny! Weird, whatever. Okay. Where to next? We are doing very good on the map right now. I don't want to go to fucking... Oh, we don't have to go to Sunset Sarsaparilla. Okay, coolio. Awesome. Let's, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to press that button. Oh, God, there's an enemy right there. Be careful, man. Let's go cool. Bro, how do you see me? I started crouching. Da-na-na-na-na-na. There's a dead person over here too. Oh, we already killed you. Fair enough. So I ended up creating my own cult of fantastic anti-government sinners and made Republic diplomats get the fuck out of the planet and allowed a crime syndicate shoot down shuttle with Republic diplomats and their families. Fucking jeez Louise, my guy. Holy fucking hell. You're fucking insane, man. So no, I don't want to go to Vault 3 because I don't care about that, but I will go up to here. We're not gonna do Vault 3 because Motor Runner and I want to do the Great Khan stuff and yeah. Surely I don't break my legs. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Completely fine on my feet. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I didn't realize there was mines there. New Vegas Steel. Is this the location? This is the location. New Vegas Steel. Cool. Now this is big fiend territory, chat. This is literally just like trash places that have nothing in it, but other than just fucking goddamn, yeah. Oh yeah.